You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Sports fans, I can't count how many videos we've actually made on, namely transgender women, going over to compete against biological women, and they dominate the competition. Why? Because they have a physical advantage, because these quote-unquote trans women are actually biological men. They have the bone structure of a man. And I know that they take this testosterone suppressant, but when it comes down to it at the end of the day, you cannot change the bone structure. And these are fully developed men that decide that they want to identify as women, and they're wiping out the competition. And I do believe that more females, real females, need to step up to the plate to defend their sport. So guess what, folks? They're not going to have a sport to play in. It'll be dominated by biological men. And this trend is getting very, very dangerous, folks. And we put up a video today on Leah Thomas, who wiped out the competition in college female swimming. Biological man, 22 years as a man, decided, hey, I want to identify as a woman, wiped out the competition. It wasn't even fair. Well, guys, let's talk about Megan Rapinoe now. Megan Rapinoe, who is supposed to be an activist, a feminist, supposed to be standing up for women's rights. They were fighting for quote unquote equal pay. Well, she has come out now, and if you are a fan of female sports, Megan Rapinoe is no fan of you if you don't want your sport invaded by biological men. Check this out, guys. Megan Rapinoe issues passionate defense of transgender inclusion in women's sports. Now, this website is on the mirror.co UK, probably a more progressive website here. Just letting you guys know that. Megan Rapinoe is pathetic. And people that follow her lead, man, women that want to compete against other women, you listen to Megan Rapinoe, you won't have a sport. Check this out. United States star Megan Rapinoe has made it clear she is 100% supportive of trans inclusion in women's sports, suggesting debating the matter have been looking at it the wrong way. The veteran, who co-captained the United States women's national team in 2019 as they won a second consecutive World Cup, has been a loud voice on a number of social justice issues. She has been among the biggest champions of gender equality in sports, including helping fight for equal pay for men's and women's international teams, and has been a consistent advocate for trans rights. Rapinoe's comments come after trans cyclist Emily Bridges spoke up about physical threats which have come her way since Prime Minister Boris Johnson made comments about trans athletes. We're going to get into Emily Bridges, by the way, too. The footballer has called on people to take a step back and attempted to myth bust while speaking against a backdrop of legislation regarding trans people in a number of U.S. states. And this is what crazy woke Megan Rapinoe had to say. Quote, I'm 100% supportive of trans inclusion, Rapinoe told Time. People do not know very much about it. We're missing almost everything. Frankly, I think what a lot of people know is versions of the right's talking points. So it's political. If you're on the right, you're an enemy of Megan Rapinoe because they're very loud. They're very consistent and they're relentless. At the highest level, there's regulation. In collegiate sports, there's regulation. And at the Olympic and professional level, it's not like it's a free-for-all where everyone's just doing whatever. Show me the evidence that trans women are taking everyone's scholarships, are dominating in every sport, are winning every title, the OL Reign captain said. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. Oh boy. So we need to start from inclusion, period. And as things arise, I have confidence that we can figure it out, but we can't start at the opposite. That is cruel, and frankly, it's just disgusting. So we need to really kind of take a step back and get a grip on what we're really talking about here, because everybody's lives are at risk. Kids' lives are at risk with the rates of suicide, the rates of depression, and negative mental health and drug abuse. We're putting everything through, God forbid, a trans person be successful in sports, get a grip on reality, and take a step back. So that is what a crazy, woke Megan Rapinoe had to say. This is insane. Now, guys, in this article here, she said, show me the evidence that trans women are taking everyone's scholarships, are dominating in every sport, and winning every title. Now, it's kind of funny that Megan Rapinoe wants biological men competing against women. Well, guess what, folks? Megan Rapinoe and the USWNT, back in 2017, they had a scrimmage, not against grown men, against boys, biological boys. I believe it was a high school team right here, and they lost. The USWNT, who won the World Cup, lost to a soccer team of under age 15 boys. This is in 2017. You see here, FC Dallas under 15 boys squad beat the U.S. Women's national team in a scrimmage. And that says this match was in preparation for a match against Russia. And of course, CBS Sports here, they shield for this. They said it's okay. You know, it's just a scrimmage. I wouldn't take it seriously. But the thing is, they lost the boys. And it wasn't even close, really. They lost 5-2 in a scrimmage against boys, high school boys, not even fully developed men. They lost 5-2. Just imagine what a grown-up male athlete would do to the USWNT. It'll be a complete massacre. A complete massacre. Now, check this out. And I actually did a video on this a few weeks ago. Emily Bridges, biological man, still competing against men and dominating the competition, still winning a lot of races and cycling against men. Check this out. This was so embarrassing, guys. Trans women cyclists who used to compete as men take first and second place in new non-binary race, leaving young mother in third. Yeah, this actually happened here. Emily Bridges here and this other person here, both biological men right there. This is the woman that they beat. Look at the massive difference in their bodies. This is wrong, but Megan Rapinoe says there's no evidence. This is just not happening. Biological men are not coming over and beating women. That is not happening. That's what she says, and it's absolutely happening. Now, folks, this actually happened back in 2014 here. Now, MMA, and Rhodes is more into MMA than I am. It's the hurt game over there, folks. You can physically get dominated. Check this out. When transgender fighter Fallon Fox broke her opponent's skull in MMA fight. Yeah. This person right here. And this is a tweet right here. And this tweet is from 2019. Transgender MMA fighter Fallon Fox beat her female opponent, Tamika Brents, so severely that she suffered a broken skull. A biological man got into the octagon and broke a female's skull. This is insane right here. But Megan Rapinoe is perfectly okay with this happening. This is crazy here. What did let's see here. What did Tamika Brents actually say here? Quote, I fought a lot of women and never felt the strength that I felt in a fight as I did that night. I can't answer whether it's because she was born a man or not, because I'm not a doctor. I can only say I've never felt so overpowered ever in my life. and I am an abnormally strong female in my own right. Her grip was different. I could usually move around in a clinch against other females, but couldn't move at all in Fox's clinch. And wow. So she knew that was a physical advantage right here. This is crazy. Now, check this out. I'm going to read a little bit of this here. Fallon Fox, the first MMA fighter to come out as transgender, once fractured the skull of her opponent in an MMA fight in 2014. Fox was challenging Tamika Brents at CCCW event, where a 45-year-old fighter brutally defeated her American opponent. So this person was 45 years old? The fight lasted just over 2 minutes before the referee was forced to halt the contest. Brents received 7 staples in her head and also suffered a concussion. She was overpowered by Fox to an extent that even the orbital bone inside her skull was fractured. But Megan Rapinoe says it's not happening. I mean, this woman here, Megan Rapinoe, is going to put female athletes in danger. This is insane, folks. Absolutely insane. But I'm not surprised that this is coming from the craziest, dumbest athlete in the world, Megan Rapinoe. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.